if you blow up your spot, maybe you're going to blow up mine. So I need you gone. That's kind of what it becomes. And that grows and grows and grows. But and Oliver manipulates that as it goes on. But it's an interesting dynamic.
Hi, Archie. How are you?
Good. How are you? I love your background.
Thank you. Thank you. I love your movie, A Roller Coaster Ride from start to finish. And I feel like from the very start, Farley just like has his eye on Oliver. He knows something's not right there. Can you talk about that bit of cat and mouse dynamic you have with Barry?
Yeah. Well, it develops. It's not. It's to begin with. It's not necessarily the the intense relationship that it becomes. It's not the cat and mouse, but it begins as you can't serve me in any way. There's nothing that I need from you. Everything is self-serving. Like, how does this person benefit me for Farley? And he very quickly learns that there's nothing that Oliver can give him. And then this person that he's already written off ends up in the friendship group, and now also seemingly replacing him as sidekick to his cousin. And then when he ends up in the house, that's when they get a bit too close for comfort, because they're both on the outside looking in. And what actually was kind of passive dismissal becomes very active, and it turns into if it's me or you, it's you, and there isn't room for both of us. And I don't trust this. I recognize what you're doing because we are the same, and you're making it a lot more obvious. And if you blow up your spot, maybe you're going to blow up mine. So I need you gone. That's kind of what it becomes. And that grows and grows and grows. But and Oliver manipulates that as it goes on. But it's an interesting dynamic.
Absolutely. And on the flip side of that dynamic, we do have Jacob as Felix and the relationship he has with Farley, which feels at first very heartwarming and then gets twisted the more we see into Farley's mind and how he thinks Felix views him. Can you talk about working on that with Jacob?
Yeah, I mean, that was the kind of heartwarming thing felt very easy. Jacob's so lovely, and we've been friends for a long time, so that was a very easy kind of dynamic to play. But it was obvious and evident that Farley was an outsider in more ways than one, and being the only person of color is just something that was very present in the rooms as an actor and as a character. And it wasn't necessarily, I don't think it was something that we even really discussed that much. And I think it was something that it was, the genius of Emerald is that a lot of these things kind of develop as the film goes on. And I feel like it was one of those things that was like, oh, she was like, we have to go there. We have to talk about this. And me and Emerald had a couple of discussions about how we do that and what that scene then becomes, and what Farley's place in that. And it was something that I'd always thought of with Farley, and it just kind of grew into a way more kind of forefront story. But that initial scene was so fun to play, and actually was, as most scenes in the film was kind of cut in half. It kind of really ends with Farley like begging for forgiveness, and then feeling unbelievably ashamed of feeling that feeling. And I still think you see that in him, that feeling of shame, or an almost fear at the end, uncertainty, unsure of where or what he's kind of unsure of where he's going to end up, because he's kind of sick of being on hands and knees every single day, of like being around his family. It's hard to kind of keep that inside all the time. I think there's actually that moment is a very unfarley slip. And I think he's been holding on to that for a long time. That's the kind of genius of him. He knows how to play that and knows how to pocket that. It's why he's been riding through that family for so long. And that's a moment that's kind of on him, but is necessary.
You did such a great job, and Emerald is a genius. So I love that you were able to collaborate on this together. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
Bye. Thank you.